Hey Flosstube, it's Amber with the Digi Stitchery, and today I would love to invite you on a trip to the Haunted Garden, a brand new fabric release from the Digi Stitchery. I will give you all of the details and some finishes and whips too, so stay tuned. And welcome to Flosstube 29. I am so excited to show you guys Haunted Garden, the brand new Halloween 2025 fabric release. This is a big release. It's very exciting. It's very different than what we have done in the Spooky series and the Monster Mash series. So let's go ahead and get started because there is tons to show you. So first off, Haunted Garden, it is essentially what I would want in a spooky garden. So it consists of plants and other things as well that we'll get into. So without further ado, I'm going to show you Ada, and as usual, Ada first. And this is the namesake for the fabric series. This is Haunted Garden. And this is beautiful. And if you guys haven't figured out by now, I love taking 3 different colors and putting them together in a design. I mean, I think I've done that in almost every series, except for maybe a few, truly. So I love Halloween purple. I love green. As you guys know, I'm a green girl, and any type of gray I love. So why not put all 3 of these together and see what happens. So to me, this speaks Haunted Garden. It gives you the green and then the purple of the spookiness and of the flowers that are in your garden, as well as some fog. So this has a lot of distressing in it, but it's very subtle. And I did put a halftone over it. I love halftones. They just give it some extra dimension. And what's cool about this, like all of my fabrics that have color just kind of like random places, you can stitch wherever you want. If you have a specific design in mind that you want to start in the green and the gray, do it. Just flip it to this side or stitch on this side, or the purple, stitch mainly on the purple and the gray. The bigger this piece gets to like a 14 by 16 or a 16 by 20, the bigger these areas are. So the more landscape you have if you just wanted to concentrate on the purple and the gray. So this is Haunted Garden. And then as we gradually go in the Haunted Garden gate, let's take a look at the plants first. What is the makeup of our garden? First and foremost, our garden floor is going to be mossy. And you guys have seen this. This is mossy, and it is a light yellow green with some grunge. This was the April Fabric of the Month Club exclusive release. So all club members received this fabric before everybody else, and they've been stitching on it, so which is really, really cool. So this is mossy, and greens are gonna pop, darker greens are gonna pop off this guy. Oranges work beautifully, as well as purples and teals. And white and black floss will work on this. So this is mossy. And as we gradually go up, let's get into our carnivorous plants. So first we have the quintessential Venus flytrap. That is, of course, green and pink. green and pink go hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly, it seems. They just work together. And so that's what I did. I took just some light reddy pinks and some greens. I mean, these are true greens. It's not a yellow green at all. And just melded them together. And it's so pretty. It's light, it's airy, it's not overbearing. And really, a spring stitch would look good on this fabric. Even a Christmas stitch, honestly. Some holly would look fantastic on this with the green and the pink. It would look really pretty. So this is Venus Flytrap. And then next, we have our sticky sidekick, Sundew. And I love this because when I was researching carnivorous plants and all sorts of spooky garden things, the Sundews kept coming up and they are really cool. They come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes, and there's a lot of variety in the Sundew family. But what's cool is they're sticky, and that's how they get their prey. They can grab these droplets and just all their food flies in and just gets stuck to it. But the other cool thing about Sundews are they aren't just green. They are pink and purple. They have a variety of colors in them, depending on which version you have. So I love this fabric because it's fun, it's light, it's bright, but still screams Halloween. You can get oranges on here beautifully. Black's gonna work, grays are gonna work, purples are gonna work, teals, and your darker greens are gonna look awesome on this. I just love the color variety, and it's just so different and fun to stitch on. Let's see. Yeah. So as far as Sundew, so much potential with this guy. Next up is Pumpkin Blossom. This is a beautiful yellow orange, quintessential Halloween color, honestly. I love this. It is a lighter orange. It's not like a super saturated pumpkin orange. You guys, I think you know what color I'm talking about. Like a super, I don't have one with me, but like orange. This is a little bit on the lighter side and it has a smidge of yellow in it. But on top, I added some grunge to it to make it look a little dirtier and grittier than just your run-of-the-mill orange here. But what's fantastic about this, dark orange, burnt oranges are gonna look fantastic on this. Purples are gonna pop, greens, teals, black, and white are gonna look beautiful on this. So this is Pumpkin Blossom. And next is probably one of the coolest plants I found and fell in love with. This is actually found in Chile. Its home is in Chile, in the Chilean mountains. And it's a succulent plant. And it grows, it can get pretty tall. And it has these awesome, like super waxy flowers. So here is Sapphire Tower. And of course, the flowers on the Sapphire Tower are this sapphire color. Like, they're gorgeous. So I love this fabric. It has waves, it has movement to it. It's not just a flat design. When I am designing, I want to have a little bit of movement in there to give you just something, because it's boring to print on just solid fabric, if you're me. But Sapphire Tower, very pretty. Oranges are gonna look fantastic on this. Yellows are gonna look good. Like, this would be great for fall. I will say, if you like deep teal from the Autumn Fabric series. This is a lighter version of deep teal. Deep teal has, of course, a dark teal color to it, but it has black distressing, you know, sprinkled in within it. This does not. So this is a lighter version of deep teal. There are a couple Robin Pickens cross stitch patterns out there that would look fantastic on this. With the bright light greens, the oranges and the yellows, totally it's gonna pop off this fabric. So this is Sapphire Tower. And then our last plant that we have in the haunted garden is going to be Nightshade. And again, you can't have a garden without some spooky potiony plants, poisonous that is, plants at all. So here you go. This is Nightshade, and I love this. We haven't had a kind of object element Halloween fabric since Spooky Fabric series. So I wanted to do this again and add to this beautiful background of pink, purple, black. I wanted to add some cauldrons and some potion bottles, and of course, a few skull and crossbones, just to kind of jazz things up a bit. It's super cute. And as usual, I have made it so it does fade away the more you stitch on that. And I have 2 finishes to show you on this fabric. So I don't want to ever overpower your stitching. The fabric is not meant to do that. It is to go with your stitching and your pattern. So this is just super cute with cauldrons and potion bottles. So this is Nightshade. All right, so those round out our plants in the haunted garden. So now let's get into the creatures, I guess. First off, the guard of the haunted garden is our loyal and I'm sure friendly gargoyle. This is an awesome, awesome gray neutral. I love this. It's got such a mixture of browny grays that, yeah, it's just awesome. Light oranges are gonna pop, light teals, yellows, blacks, whites. They're going to work on this, and greens are gonna pop as well. Fantastic, grungy, gritty neutral that resembles concrete of our gargoyle. So, all right, and then we have a couple of friendly ghosts in our garden to round off haunted, the fabric series Haunted Garden. First off, and I've been wanting to do this like forever, I just never had the right series, or I don't know, it just wasn't the right time, but now it is. So I'm so happy to introduce to you Garden Ghost. And it's just super cute. This is Garden Ghost Gray, and it's just white ghosts, light enough, but you still need to be able to see them within a distressed, faint gray background. Super, super cute. I've been wanting to do ghosts on fabric for so long, just to add to our spooky stitching. So super, super cute. And within our ghosts, we have some wisps and some stars that are super faint, but just add enough little oomph to give it a little bit of movement here. And with these ghosts, I've made it so you can pick your favorite ghosts, and whatever direction you want them in, they can be stitched in. So this is Garden Ghost Gray. And then I couldn't just stop with gray. I had to add a color. It's great to always have a couple of Halloween neutrals, so your colors and your very colorful Halloween patterns can pop off your fabric. But it's always fun to add in a color, so I had to. This is Garden Ghost Teal. And I love this. This teal is a mixture of green, blue, and pink with our ghosts kind of hanging out on top. And they're drawn back as much as I could so that you could see them, but that they're not going to overpower your stitching. So there you have it. This is Haunted Garden. There are 10 pieces, I think. Let me fan this out for you because it is gorgeous. Right there. Lots of possibilities, very versatile. And the cool thing about this fabric is they are going to be great companion pieces to the fabric series that you already have. So from Monster Mash, I'll give you an example. Villainous right here would look fantastic sitting next to a companion piece that's done in Pumpkin Blossom. These fabrics will look good next to each other, so you can mix and match your designs. Especially if you are stitching a particular series or by a lot of pieces by a specific cross-stitch designer, you can add a little bit of variety by switching up the fabric. So, and I'll show you some examples of that when we get to finishes. So that was Ada, and you know me, I cannot just do one opalescent or no opalescent. So I'll go ahead and show you that. I went a little crazy, but it's good because it benefits you guys. You guys get lots of opalescent to choose from. So let's see, we'll start out with Venus Flytrap opalescent, and I want you to be able to see that. The awesome thing about this opalescent is the fiber, the opalescent, fiber that's woven in. It's got kind of a green tint to it. So when you do print green on the opalescent, it like makes it like magnify like a lot. It looks so cool. So, and especially with red being complementary to green, this pink really pops with the opalescent. So this is Venus Flytrap. Next is Sundew. And you have that pop of just shiny happiness, goodness for your Halloween stitching. Next is, and honestly, I wasn't even gonna add this, but I tested it and I was like, well, that's done. It's in. It's Pumpkin Blossom, and it looks awesome. I love this. The opalescent actually like plays off the yellow in the orange here and makes it look like gold, which is really, really cool. So this is Pumpkin Blossom opalescent. Next is Sapphire Tower, and I love like teals and Caribbean blues in opalescent. They just look gorgeous. It looks like you're looking into like just a glittery ocean. I love it. And then opalescent Nightshade. Add a little sparkle to your potion. And then our ghosts in our garden had to have some sparkle too. So this is just cute. So Ghost in the Garden, or Garden Ghost. I keep flipping the names on this. Sorry guys. Garden Ghost Gray, opalescent. And then of course, Garden Ghost Teal, Opalescent as well, and you can really see that shine, which looks cool. So 7 Opalescents to choose from. I think that's the most we've had for Halloween because they're just that good. Like, I couldn't stop. They're just awesome. So I'll fan those out for you. Very cool. Okay, so now I'm going to show you Linda fabric, and as you guys know, rule of thumb, I say this every video, Linda, and now since Ada 20 count has become popular, anything that is light as far as Ada printed tends to be a little bit lighter on Linda fabric and Ada 20 count. So it's just part of the fabric makeup. It is what it is. That's what happens when it gets printed. So there are just a few differences in this, but I want to point them out. And actually, when I was printing these and testing, I had a few surprises, and we'll talk about those. So first off, in Linda, 27 count is Haunted Garden. Next is Sapphire Tower. And the darker the print, I mean, you're not going to have that much of a difference between this and the Ada. It's still going to be dark. Let's see. Sundew. Whoa, that is bright. And I love this too. Like Haunted Garden, you can stitch, you know, put your design wherever you want. Pick your focal point. Okay, this is Venus Flytrap, and it is a little bit darker, or excuse me, lighter than the Ada, but still pretty nonetheless. I think, yeah, Christmas would look cool on this, I think. With the right pattern. It'd have to be the right one, but I think it would look good. Okay, Mossy. Super vibrant and bold. I love Mossy. It's so cool. And then Pumpkin Blossom. So bold. I love it. And then Gargoyle. Garden Ghost Teal. And Garden Ghost Gray. Now the gray's a little bit drawn back, a little bit more subtle, softer on this Linda. But the ghosts are cute and they stand out. And then last but not least, I wanted to show you there was a difference in Nightshade. This is Linda Nightshade, and these cauldrons and these potion bottles pop. Like, they pop like no other. It's crazy. I did not change the print. It's just what it printed as. It's crazy. So I want you to look. So this is Linda. This is a little bit more bolder as far as the objects or the elements on Nightshade compared to Ada. So Linda and then Ada right here. So, and then the purple itself is a little bit bolder, and printing is so funny the way things turn out. But I just want to tell you ahead of time that there is a difference. So if you're wanting more of a standout bold Nightshade, go with 27 count Linda over the Ada. You still get the same effect, but this is just a smidge bolder and brighter. So there you have it. That is Linda Haunted Garden. And yeah, everything is live in the shop. There is, yeah, the 27 count, the Opalescent, the Ada. Ada is available in 14, 16, 18, and 20 count. And all fabrics are available in the 10 by 12 size that I showed, 14 by 16, and a 16 by 20 piece. Okay, so let's talk finishes. I stitched a lot and I enlisted my mother to help me as well because this fabric is so cute. We just kept finding patterns, my mom and I, that we were like, oh my gosh, we have to stitch on this. We have to stitch this with this. Like, so we kind of got carried away. So I do have a ton of finishes to show you guys. And I'm very excited about that. So we'll go ahead and get started. First finish is going to be Love Spell by Buena, Pieza. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but super cute. This is Love Spell 1, 2, and 3. They were 3 separate patterns. I took them and put them together. I Frankensteined them together. So cute. I love these. I just pulled my own colors. Let's see, I did just a mix of color and cotton floss. And I stitched this on 14 count Sundew. And I specifically stitched my middle guy here on the green. I wanted to see how he would look against the white. The white is faint, but it's still in little details of stitching. It still stands out. I wouldn't do a full white piece on Sundew, but little accents, little ghosts like you see here work perfect. So super, super cute. I think I did like maybe 2 or 3 stitches between each one. Yeah, this was a fast stitch and really fun. These potion bottles are so cute. And she has an Etsy shop where she has all of her patterns at. So very cute. And I think you can get this as a bundle. I think I did that. I finished this on a sign from Hobby Lobby. I spray painted it black, so I don't remember what was on it, but just a simple like rectangle stand, and this fits right in the middle of it. Very, very cute. So as you can see, the orange pops, the green pops, even the pink. I put leg warmer color and cotton, which is that super bright pink. It looks awesome on Sundew. And then purple. What was my purple? Oh, it was purple People Eater. So that looks really cool. Okay, so this is Love Spell 1, 2, and 3 on 14 count Sundew. And then next, where are we going? Let's do Jump Clump. Jump Clump is by Plum Street Samplers, and it is adorable. I love these spiders. I stitched this on 14 count Haunted Garden. And like I said, when I was talking about Haunted Garden earlier, when I planned this stitch, I specifically wanted the moon to be in the purple for night, and I wanted the pumpkin to be in the green for the ground. So super, super cute. I just picked my own Classic Colorworks floss here. Yeah, I just picked it. And then, since this is 14 count, I kind of had to make up like the tops of the spiders here because I don't do like it's not like a higher count fabric. So I kind of had to like eyeball it, but I think it turned out really good. Yeah, so I finished it into a pillow, and my finishing where I stitched, I covered it up with some decorative leaves, and then I did one of those fun messy bows that I've done a couple of these where you can take it out, and depending on how you want to display this in a dough bowl against the shelf, you can switch and put your messy bow. I just have it on pins here. you can switch it wherever you need it and fix it. So there you go. And then as far as companion pieces, what I was talking about earlier, let's see, we've got Bony Bunch here that was done on Villainous last year. And these look so cute next to each other. Without the messy bows in a dough bowl, they would look fantastic. The greens go beautifully together, the oranges, and the purples. So there you have it. A little bit different back on this guy from last year, more Halloween-y. This is more fall. All right, next finish is going to be the Carnivorous Terrarium by Lola Cross Stitch. This is like the perfect fabric for this. I stitched it on 14 count, sorry about the light glare, 14 count Venus flytrap. So it's perfect. Try to get it without the glare there, sorry. I used Called For DMC. This was a really fun stitch. I've been looking at Lola Crow and I've been wanting to do her pieces for such a long time. Some of them are so big, I haven't had an opportunity to do it yet. So when I found this, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm totally doing this. And I knew how I wanted to finish it in this oval, like in an oval frame. So yeah, so this is awesome. Lola Crow Carnivorous Terrarium on 14 count Venus flytrap. So very, very cool. Okay, I had to write everything down in my journal here, which I just finished volume 4, which is crazy, to keep track of everything. So pardon me for looking down. Okay, so we've got 3 finishes down. The next one is Haunted Garden Mini. Sorry, the light is in the way. Haunted Garden Mini by Buena Pieza. Same designer who did Love Spell. I love this. This is awesome. This was such a fun stitch. I stitched this on 14 count Mossy, and I picked my own color and cotton floss. The original pattern was dark and it was done on black fabric, or like a charcoal black fabric. I wanted to brighten it up so it just popped a little bit more off of Mossy. So that's why the colors are different, but it looks so cool. So like I said earlier, oranges pop off the sky, the white pops. I used Tusk, I believe. The purples are awesome, and the teals. And then, oh, I have pinks in here too. So sorry, the glare, I'll go up on that. But this is such an awesome finish. I love stitching like circle pieces. Since I did that, I did that big one for the birthday celebration, the cupcakes on the the frosting, whipped frosting fabric. That was so much fun to finish and do. But when it comes to like circle finishes or round finishes, you don't have a lot of options when you're stitching like a 6x6 or an 8x8. So I didn't want to do just a hoop finish because I've done that, and you know, I wanted to do something different. So I bought a clock and I took it apart completely. Like, you can still see the back on it here. It's rough. It's rough. Ignore it. This is beauty. But it looks awesome and it fits perfectly. Super, super cool. Sorry, I am trying to like get it away from the light there. But it looks awesome. It stands up on its own, and it's a great kind of creepy finish that goes in a corner. So there you have it. This was Haunted Garden Mini. Okay. right, and then next we have, this doesn't have all of the spider webs and all that on it just yet. I haven't done the photo, the completed finished photo yet, but this is Cauldron Repair by Fine Frog Stitching, and it is so cute. I stitched this on 14 count Nightshade, and I used the called for DMC, but I added, what did I add? I added Treasure Braid Lime, which is kind of in the smoke here, the cauldron cleaner, and like a metallic Treasure Braid Fuchsia in like the clouds down here and in my pinwheels. So you can kind of see it. I just wanted to add a little oomph, and I've always kind of wanted to try metallic floss. I've tried it in the past, I didn't care for it, but I bought a different brand and so much better. It was way easier. And what I did was, when I stitched this, I stitched with one strand of DMC and one strand of the metallic. So it kind of softened the metallic and muted it. So it's not like in your face. It's just very, very subtle. But to finish this, I found a black cutting board at Hobby Lobby, and I backed it with some green, like neon green, which like pops all the green in this. This is Tula Pink True Colors Basics fabric. So, Cauldron Repair by Fine Frog Stitching. So cute. Okay. All right. And then next is Vampire Bucket by Shannon Christine. And I stitched this guy. He looks so cute. I love him. He looks like a little chicken McNugget. If you guys remember 80s babies or 90s babies, if you remember at McDonald's for Halloween, they had the little McNugget as a prize, and they were dressed in Halloween, and you could like switch out their costumes and stuff. My brother and I loved those. We had them, and we had the buckets and all sorts of stuff. Well, anyway, when I saw Shannon Christine's club and I saw she teased this guy, I was like, oh my gosh, that's a McNugget. I have to stitch that. So he was really fun to stitch. There is a lot of color going on here, but it is beautiful. Let's see, I stitched this on Garden Ghost Gray, and I used the called for colors. The only thing I changed was this ghost was supposed to be white or balloon or something. I made him light green. That's the only thing I changed. Yeah, it just looks so cute. I love it, and I made him into a little pillow to go with his pal back here. I'll grab him in a second here, but I added some fun Tula Pink fabric. This is from one of her Deja Vu fabrics. I don't remember which one, but I love this, and I had just a little bit of scrap left, so I wanted to make some pillows. So very cute, and he goes well with his Frankenstein buddy here that I stitched on 14 count Widowmaker. So again, great versatile companion fabrics here that we have going on in pillows that can be displayed, and totally gives you a different look and feel. But very cute. With all these little pillows, I've been wanting to finish them with the bright Tula Pink fabric, and it just looks cute because her colors are awesome on this. Oh, it's a bucket club, Halloween bucket club. We get one a month. So I have another one to show you. So we've got, there's like, I think 9 total. There's a lot. Very behind, but you know, we'll get there. but very cute. Okay, so those are all that I stitched. So I'll show you the ones that my mom stitched for me, and they're adorable. So continuing on with Shannon Christine, my mom did the ghost bucket, and he's so cute. And she used the called for colors. Everything's the same, just like on what I did. She stitched on 14 count Sapphire Tower, and look at these colors. They pop. Like it's gorgeous. The oranges are amazing. The pink's amazing. I mean, all of it is. I mean, yeah, it's all awesome. I love it. My mom did a really good job. Very, very cute. The scrolling was tricky. And I've noticed, if you haven't gotten into this club and you want to, the detail, and you guys know Shannon Christine, like the detail that she does is incredible. But the scrolls on each bucket are different. Like, it's crazy. Like, she comes up with different scrolling. So very, very cool. Let's see. Yeah, Sapphire Tower, colors pop. This is a fantastic Halloween color. And then here's the back. It's just an old Tula Pink Halloween. I don't remember the name, but I bought a ton of this fabric. And I still have scraps. So I love this because it's got the Venus flytraps in here and the skull moths. So, okay. All right. Now the last finishing piece that my mom stitched is going to be, let's see, this was, which is Pantry. It's 3 separate patterns, I believe. They were originally singly, like separate jars. We put them together. So very cool. My mom stitched this on 14 count Nightshade. And see how the cauldron, everything just kind of moves back and gives you a little bit of dimension. You can still see it. Let's see. I just picked some colors that would pop off of Nightshade. I believe Classic Colorworks colors. And my mom also used that, what is it called? That metallic thread, the treasure braid. She used it like as an accent in the purple here and in the green. So there's a lime, and then there's also a teal right there in the band of the label. So very cool. And then my mom wanted to add beads to hers, which look awesome, and give it a little bit more oomph. So it looks really, really cool. She added, I think she got these beads off Amazon, just black and some silver beads, just sporadic. And then she put some purple ones right here on the label. Very, very cool. Let's see, I backed this with just some spooky Halloween fabric that I had left over from a project. And I also found this needle minder, this wooden needle minder, super cute. And I added it to it. Like, it just looks so cute and it finishes it off. So very cool. But I wanted to show you how a look can totally change by just the fabric, okay? So I stitched this same thing about 3 years ago, before Digi-Stitchery was even a thought. I stitched this way before on chalkboard black, and I picked my own colors and I stitched them all together. So look at this guy. Totally different look and feel. Like, it's just crazy. Similar colors. There's a little bit of difference here and there, just depending on availability, and we've had new colors since 3 years ago. But still very, very cool, and just different. just different. And then the finishing's different because my mom added beads and stuff to it. It's a little bit bigger and taller while mine's a little thinner. So very cool. This finish, I didn't quite know how to do a pillow at the time, so I stitched it like a quilt. Wasn't thinking, stitched it like a quilt, but then opened it and had to stuff it and then had to bind it because I had raw edges. So I really wasn't thinking, but that's okay. It still looks really cool and the spiders are awesome. So, Witch's Pantry by Hands On Design. That was part of like a 9-piece ornament series she did. I can't remember the name of the series, but very, very cool. So that is it. Those are all the finishes I have for you. 8 of them, which is huge. I don't have any whips to show you on this Halloween fabric because I don't have any more. I finished them. So I'm trying to go back and kind of like go back to old projects. So maybe I'll do a whip parade here in, you know, soon. I'll do one on Instagram maybe. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed Haunted Garden, our brand new fabric series, our Halloween release for this year. Yeah, so everybody get your Halloween stitching in, get your planning in. I think just Cross Stitch Magazine, by the time you're watching this, it should be out in stores. So hopefully you are finding some awesome patterns in there that you can match up with Haunted Garden. So with that, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and leave a comment down below, please, and let me know what you think. What Halloween patterns do you want to stitch on this fabric? I'm always open to ideas, and I'm always looking for new ideas and new designers. I'm so happy I found Una Buena. Like, I love her stuff. I want to do many more of her designs. So you might be seeing more of those actually because I think she has like a creepy Halloween stitch. I don't know, but nonetheless, I'm always looking for ideas. So, and I think other people are too when they read the comments. So let me know what you guys think. And Haunted Garden is live in the shop. I will also tell you let's correct that. When you order Haunted Garden, you are going to get, while supplies last, an extra treat in your package that I ship out. You're gonna get that. And also, I'm gonna try something new for this specific series. So for a limited time until I run out, you are going to get special Haunted Garden stitch cards. So when I package everything with your fabric, everybody always gets a stitch card with the label of what it is, what count, all that stuff. And then on the back, you can use it for your projects. Well, this time around for Haunted Garden, you guys are gonna be getting a special card. So, while supplies last. So get your cards now. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you again for watching and supporting the Digi Stitchery. Follow me on Facebook, like my Facebook page, join it. I am posting on there, as well as Instagram at the Digi Stitchery.